Hello everyone, I'm Kim Pop. I came up with this name after I filmed the last video. I'm back with the second video of explaining the lyrics from BTS's Make It Right. For those of you who missed the first part, I've attached the link to it on the description down below, so I recommend you check it out. Last time, you learned how to ask for permission politely. Today, I'm going to teach you a way to ask why something happened or why someone did something through the second phrase of the lyrics I chose, which is 왜 못 알아봐, sung by RM during the rap. RM rapped really fast, so you might have missed it, but it goes 날 봐, 왜 못 알아봐, 남들의 아우성 따윈 나 듣고 싶지 않아. As a whole, it means look at me, why? That was my cat. Look at me, why can't you recognize me? I don't want to hear what other people are shouting about. As you can guess, we'll focus on why can't you recognize me today. I'm sure you've heard of the word 왜 a lot if you're living in Korea or you're into Korean dramas or shows. 왜 means why. For the next word, 못, there are two meanings. If you use the word just by itself, it means nail that you use to drill into the wall. In our case, it's used as can't. And just like in English, you can't use it just by itself because you need a following phrase to make it into a negative form. And the following phrase is 알아봐. It means recognize me. This one is a bit tricky because 알아봐 is a transformation of the verb 알아보다, which is to recognize. So you can see that me is actually not written on the lyrics. However, in the previous part of the lyrics, RM says 날 봐, which means look at me. So you need to read in between the lines and guess that he's referring to himself when he's asking, why can't you recognize? Now it's time to understand when you can actually use the phrase in the real life. Imagine that one day you just happen to run into a Korean friend who you met like 10 years ago. You have a really good memory, so you recognized him or her right away, but your friend Lee doesn't really seem convinced. In this case, you can ask, 날 왜 못 알아봐? We'll take a look at some other situation where you can use the word 왜. When you go to a restaurant and you order a dish and you waited for 30 minutes and your dish still hasn't come out, you can ask the waiter, 왜 제 음식이 아직 안 나오나요? Which means, why isn't my dish coming out yet? Or when you see your friend throwing a garbage on the street or doing something that you think is wrong, you can ask 왜 그랬어? Which means, why did you do that? Now, can you tell me the situation when to use the word 왜? You can try writing in Korean and I'll check if it makes sense, or if it's difficult, you can write it in English and I can translate it for you in Korean. If you like the video, 왜 like 버튼이랑 subscribe 버튼 아직 안 눌렀어? Can you guess what I said based on what you learned today? 왜 못 알아봐? 왜 못 알아보다? 왜 제 음식이 아직 안 나오나요? 왜 그랬어? 왜 like 버튼이랑 subscribe 버튼 아직 안 눌렀어? In the next video, I'll talk about the last phrase of the lyrics from Make It Right. Then stay tuned. Bye bye!